Did you like the album?
What song is that? That's a Drake song.
Nonstop.
It ain't Nonstop, because I don't fuck with that song. Ooh, let's record though.
Why would you say
8
that?
out of 10?
No.
Yes, it is 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Which is fucking fire. We about to record now though. Welcome back to Coolin Out.
Kev?
Sal.
Rel, this is an amazing week. We have an amazing person here. Chris Goadec.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you for
For
having
like
me.
the 5th time?
No, this is my third. Yeah.
Official.
Third, yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the more memorable days that I think I could have come on in terms of episodes.
You chose the perfect time to come
Yeah,
on.
I'm just gonna sit back and listen to you.
Nah, you got to engage.
I got absolutely.
So much has been going on this week.
It's crazy.
Where does one start?
I don't know, maybe 2018, June 29th, on a Friday morning.
Tell me how you feel.
I'm excited LeBron's going to the Lakers.
Wait,
No.
You know the alley-oop?
Whoa, because we record this.
Nah. It's been hitting that.
Not what we discussed.
We just threw you an alley. June 29th, 2018?
Friday, June 29th?
Bro, not yesterday, July 1st.
I don't get it.
Bro, 2018, sorry. June 29th, 2018. Drake dropped.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Damn.
Would you like to start with LeBron or Drake?
Cool.
No, we go Drake. I don't think it's his best album.
Okay.
I think it's a great album, and I think that the quality of music is unparalleled. Like anybody else who creates this album, he's like the LeBron effect, right? He's so great that like people lose track. You can open up the door.
No, I'm cool. I'm just going to take a couple buttons down.
But it's the LeBron effect. Like he just creating so much good content that we like. When it's not like his crescendo, we kind of sit back and we critique it. But I think that's the best form of flattery. Like when you're at that level, that like even the hits are critiqued. It's like Apple, you know, like they make an amazing product that any other company makes, and like you're just like, you know, you're in awe of it. But it's Apple, so there's always got to be a flaw. So I think it's a great album, but it's not his best. But you know, Drake's another artist where it takes like a few listens for me to really like immerse myself in it, and I haven't fully given it the time it deserves. But just from the first kind of weekend, it was a beautiful piece of work. It just wasn't my favorite. I know.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's an open forum. I just gotta be honest.
No, I appreciate your honesty.
I didn't think that was.
I need that honesty.
Yeah.
No, I can see Chris in a few months playing it. Like, oh, this is the best.
No, I've done that. I've done that with Yeezy, and I did it with Travis Scott, Birds in the Trap singing tonight. Yeah.
Says a lot.
Yeah. Not ashamed.
No, I don't know. I heard it. It came out at like 11:50 Thursday. So I was up. I listened to it until 1 o'clock, like 1:10. And at first I didn't like it. At first I was like, this feels weird. It felt weird. Even the first 10 songs were like, but I think it was like Nonstop, Elevate, Mob Ties, and what's that? The one after Can't Take a Joke. Like those 4 songs stuck out me the most. I didn't even really pay attention to the R&B part until Sunday. Like that's how like I didn't even care for it that much until Sunday yesterday night. I listened to the R&B side and I was like, it's actually pretty good. It reminded me when he first came out doing all those R&B songs. And then I'm hearing theories too, like Georgia, like one might be about Georgia. And some other girls that they were talking about, but I like it. I think it's better than Views. I don't know if it's better than More Life yet. Cause I think the way More Life came out was different too. Like we heard it on OVO radio, it was one song after the other. This was just given to you like, you know, on a Friday night, and you didn't really know it on a Friday morning. But I like it a lot. Even songs I didn't even like the first time, like that Kiki song, That's How I'm Feeling or something.
In My Feelings?
In My Feelings.
That hit me first time around.
Yeah, but I like it.
Okay.
How about you guys?
You want to go first?
Alright. I heard it the Friday morning. I listened to it on the way to work. Loved the majority of the rap other than I'm Upset. That shit is just trash. I'm sorry.
Yo, you were saying that last
That shit
week.
is trash.
You was back on the train.
I was playing it for my girlfriend. I skipped that one. We don't ever need to. That one never had to make the album. But I like the majority of the rap. Sanders Rose, Emotionless. Love the outro. The majority of it, 8 out of 10. I'm about to name all the rap. The R&B didn't really hit me. Just standing on the train, hitting the work until like the middle of it, maybe until Blue 10.
Future, right?
Yeah, and then after that, like After Dark is fire. Ty Dolla $ign was fire. Oh, the Michael Jackson song didn't really hit me. The first time it didn't really. It's grown on me. Love March 14. But after 3 listens at work and a couple more over the weekend, the R&B side's growing on me. Summer Games I like now. If I had to critique it, I like the majority of the album.
Is that his best work?
No, that still probably Take Care.
So
I probably have like 3 above it.
we were having this discussion at work. Has he reached his Is he peaked?
I wouldn't say that because I could pick songs that would be like he's still making songs that would end up in like his pantheon of songs, like his great. If you're making a greatest when he's done, I think he's added at least a song from these 25. So I would say, if not more.
Yeah.
So
The Drake lover on this podcast.
Picture this. I'm joking. But so I saw it come out at 11:50. You know, I said, I'm gonna download it for tomorrow. Nice commute. I don't want no skips, no breaks in what I'm listening to.
Wow, it's discipline.
Initially, the R&B side hit me harder than the rap side,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll explain why. Because I feel like the album started off, it felt forced. Like Nonstop was probably one of the most forced songs I ever heard in my life from Drake.
Yeah.
This is a rolling, not a stopwatch. This shit don't take time. Yeah, don't ever stop. And I was just like, that's corny. That it was so corny to me. And then after that, Elevate's cool. I like Survival, the intro track. Obviously, God's Plan's cool. I'm upset. There's other songs that he could have dropped instead of I'm upset.
Diplomatic
singles.
Immunity. I wish he put that on there.
No, I'm talking about just even the tracks that made it. He could have dropped something else other than I'm upset.
oh, as far as a single,
Yeah, as far as
Oh, okay.
rather than I'm upset. There's other tracks that I really, really like. But after further listening, the rap side is fire. Not Nonstop though. This is too many forced songs on the album in its entirety. Ratchet, Happy Birthday.
Yeah, I don't know.
That song with Jay-Z, I don't care what no one says. That's not a good song. That is not a good song.
I don't think it was meant to be.
It is not a good song. Michael Jackson, God rest his soul. Come on, Aubrey. That is not a good song.
I don't know. I think
that's
It
right.
is.
That's
No,
good on me.
I listened numerous times. It's just, I had to clear my ears. I had to take some wax out. It's not a good song, but that song with Jay-Z is really
Fire.
not a good song. Jay-Z's verses lately have been very underwhelming.
Oh, I disagree.
He did that verse on that song inspired from Jay-Z?
I thought he had a better verse than Drake on that song. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that tells you what Drake did on that song. Because both of those verses were underwhelming. That song is underwhelming.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a way better song than I listened to. I was like, oh. I had to play it back. I didn't even listen to the whole album straight. I played that song back.
Is it worse than Off That? Off That.
Yeah, that's a great question. Please don't say it.
I have to sing it. Hold on, I have to think
That's
about it.
why Drake was just running to the hook.
Yeah.
Blueprint 3. Regular collab was real good.
Yes,
It's
yes.
Light
That's
Up,
worse than
Pound
that.
Cake,
Pound Cake is fire. Yeah,
Pop style.
This is their worst collab.
I'm sorry.
This is their worst collab.
I don't know. I just thought it was a hit at Kanye. I didn't think it was meant to be good at all.
That's the point. Why put out something you don't think it's supposed to be good?
Because it would be talked about more the fact that he was on it than what was said on
And
it.
that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
I don't like that, just putting two big names together and then like just underwhelming.
Well, it's not. I don't think of it as two big names. I think it's in the form of Kanye. These are two people now that like you thought Drake was on your side. Now I thought that was a play move. I didn't think that was for anything at all.
The point of the
It
matter
would be low down there for me. After
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying, it's
agree.
probably Talk It Up, is it called? It's probably that.
Yeah.
I don't even know the name of that song.
Talk It Up. I'm upset.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm upset. Is
Yeah.
it's definitely the worst track on that
I
album.
like that
I would.
I think that it,
I do too.
song. I like that.
Peak didn't really hit me either. Peak didn't really hit me that much either. But.
See, Chris, you don't like it.
So obviously this is like a hard critique, but it's also hard to drop an album with 25 tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that going in.
Yeah, I was
We
like,
just take all the hits and put it on an album.
I was like, some of these are gonna be misses because it's too many songs.
And to us, because I've read various reviews and I've seen in one review people reference this song is trash is the same song other people will reference as they like. So it's all over the
Yeah,
place.
it's like the LeBron comparison, right? It's good music. It's just you can pull at it. It's not.
It's like he has more hits than misses because he put out so much,
Yeah.
and you're gonna like a good amount of them.
Yeah.
You might not like the good, like you might like 4, but you'll like 10. Like,
I mean,
sure.
there's 25. I think there's like what
I said
4?
18 or
I
19.
like 4. I really that I won't probably play back ever again.
Yeah, I think I really do like 80% of the album, I would say.
19.
Which is a good batting average
Yeah.
for a double album.
What's
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say 80%, and it's saying so. It's still a lot of good content.
Yeah,
Still
it was
lot
a
of
good song. Something caught me off guard.
yeah?
That's 3 good music albums.
Like, Can't Take a Joke. Like, that didn't really hit me the first time. I promise it didn't hit me the first time. Like, I mean, it wasn't like a bad didn't hit me. I think it was because like it just flowed from like all the songs, and like I probably like had zoned out during that part.
Did he
And Mob Touch. Oh,
did he reference Pusha T in any of the songs?
Oh, yes, he
He
did.
did.
On
He said-
Emotionless.
So would you say it was an equivalent strike back?
No.
No.
Was it purposely underwhelming so that Pusha T doesn't come back at him?
Pusha T's gonna come back.
Oh, he is.
The songs he responded on are underwhelming. The actual responses are just. I don't know. He said the beef is dead, so I guess he just has to like save face in his responses. But
It's interesting.
he basically acknowledged that it's his image that's why he didn't respond. I love the song. I know the.
That's what I would say.
I get the lines to Pusha. I love all the songs where he does, but it's the small part of the track. To be honest.
Yeah, it's like a little smidget.
Yeah, here and there. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really feel his pain on March 14th, though. Like, I felt his pain on March 14th.
How do you feel about the fact that he released these as a child? How do you feel about that?
I wish I would have found out through the album.
Yeah.
That's it. If I had found out through the album, that would have been like, it would have given the album so much more meaning. And it's upset it was taken away, like through a stupid little beef that's not even going to continue because they're both gentlemen about it. Like, so it wasn't even worth it. Like, you should just let the secret be known and like let us enjoy that. Because it would have been a shocker. It would have been like nothing I've ever gotten from an album, like a piece of like
Like the
information. Like
Avengers
that.
ending.
Yeah, it's like Frank Sinatra had like twins. What? So, whatever. It wasn't worth it for me.
Yeah, I thought about that as I listened throughout the album, what Pusha T made him alter. March 14th to me felt like that was already recorded before the beef, the way it's positioned the album is the very last, like it's the last statement from him.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the beef, like Emotionless, there's no way the song as it was, because they're like direct lines, like I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. That's a direct reply to Pusha.
So what just happened?
Yeah, and even when he's rapping about like the little strays toward Kanye and the little jabs he has to push it makes me wonder how much he went back in and altered the album after the fact. Because from like track 4, I know he has a child. He responds from there, and I don't think that was the original intent.
You guys remember the rumors where everyone was saying this was a fabricated beef?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I thought about when I heard this album, because there was just way too many references to his son, to Pusha T, to Kanye, and I'm like, there's like, granted, I mean, he's great, but there's just no way you just went in and like rearranged all your bars like within 3 weeks.
I mean, he could.
A month.
A month? Pusha dropped that in June.
Beginning of June.
It's almost a month.
They're doing that like it's like pro wrestling, right? You create a storyline. Like Tekashi 6ix9ine is like infamous at that, right? He had like 3 different beefs that were all fake, and it was all during points where he was trying to like promote something, and it worked. Like I'm like walking through Brooklyn, and I hear Tekashi 6ix9ine playing, and I can't believe it. I'm like, what?
Well, he's from Brooklyn. Bro.
I know, but like still, he's pretty bad. Like I mean, I think he's like I don't know. He's not good. He's not. He should be being played in Brooklyn, and I think because of the way he creates drama, it's like something that even the big heads are catching up on. Let's create a story, a narrative, and let's play off of it. But this I don't think was worth it.
What has Drake gained? If you think it's fabricated,
You could say that just it's like the theory: all press is good press, right? Like the beef is out there. Like your team Drake or your team Pusha T, but like everybody has a team. They have like you have your teams, and like you're in like you get a blurb in CNN, maybe you wouldn't have gotten. Like I don't know. That's a theory, right? I don't know if that's true, but that's what you could argue.
I just don't think his original intent. The fact he has a child is major to people that don't really follow. So I don't think his original intent was to drop it on like track 4 in like a quick retort. So that's why I don't really believe that.
I don't know, because if you think about it, he did 10 million streams per hour on Friday. He did 183 million streams first day. He broke like Apple Music and Spotify Music. Just because of, I think it started a conversation. Like people like that story being told about what's going on and what's happening, and it gave him new content to put in the thing. Like I feel like it was forced, but I felt like he always gets the short end of the stick because forever he would be known as the guy who doesn't write his own shit and like he sings and raps too much. Like he won't get the full credit he deserves until later, and that's the sad part. Like, and he's done so much. Like, the fact that Jay-Z's on the track made me wonder what the fuck is going on. How is Jay-Z on a song with Drake now? Just 2 years ago they were beefing, and we was trying to figure out if he was using Meek to do it. Like,
It's the LeBron effect again. Like because you can perceive LeBron joining superstars to get the title. It's kind of like what Drake does through whether it's ghostwriters or producers or sidetrack. You know, he uses really good names and helps promote his name. Not always. He started from meager beginnings as well, but it's another comparison that you could kind of put him up with even LeBron. It's just that they kind of you could argue this. I'm not necessarily saying I agree with this that they took the easy way to get to the top, but everybody has their opinion.
I say to the Jay-Z thing. He rapped about it on Family Feud, came in like December, and like pretty much him keeping the city open late for him and Beyonce. And then the intro Survival, where he references like his past beefs. He talks about Bad Boy. He references like Diddy and Meek. He says, I think he said, taking shots with the GOAT, talking about shots that we took at each other, something like that. So I was led to believe the GOAT, he was referencing Jay-Z. So I wasn't shocked I was surprised, but I wasn't shocked because it made me, and even when Jay-Z was in Toronto, he like played one of Drake's songs, like a homage to him. Mm-hmm. And I read that Drake was there, so I wasn't shocked when I saw him pop up. So I think they might have put their issues
aside
before that. But who knows with this, who knows?
I just want to quickly concur about what you said about Pusha T and how I think that really brought a heightened level of relevancy to the topic. Because if Drake just dropped the album and he's admitting that he has a child, like based on the lyrics of the songs, it would leave so much. Like the listener will still be craving more, like more information just based on that. But because Pusha already like dropped those information about it and Drake confirmed it, I feel like that gave a heightened level of relevancy to the subject.
If the beef didn't happen, only Drake fans would know that he has a kid. Whereas when the beef happened, the world knows that he had a kid. I think that's kind of the big difference in kind of what the audience that probably listened to this album was probably much bigger than past albums because it was a little bit more in the media than maybe.
But it's not even that. I think it's also whether someone knows or not, I think more people care that he has a kid now.
It's relatable.
Because it would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, Drake has a kid. But now it's like, damn, Drake has a kid. Pusha, it brings a heightened level of.
Is he gonna respond to Pusha on any of these songs? Like people are gonna
they're wondering, and that's gonna get them to listen.
And then also, like what, a week before it dropped, people said that he was gonna respond to Pusha on one of the songs. So with that, I mean, Drake was gonna do his numbers regardless. But I'm just speaking specifically about the kid topic. I think that added some relevancy to that topic.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it did everything it was supposed to. I want to know what's going to happen now. Because I didn't even know. I feel like he had like a 10-year deal with Young Money now. It wasn't even like a 9-album deal. Like it was a 10-year like sentence the way this shit, he had to.
When he said that, I was like, how much did you...
like how many
albums did you sign up
did
for?
You owe that?
Jesus Christ.
Did Birdman or should? Like, he said that I'm out the deal now. Is that what you still not?
Now? That's... Jesus.
And a double album at that, like
That's what it took?
like, I don't know, I'm excited, I think, and everyone was waiting for a dude. I remember we were talking about this since college, like a dual Drake album, R&B and rap, and I don't know, I like it. It's different.
Yeah, it's cool. It's gonna hold me down this summer.
This summer,
For sure.
it's doing its job.
What's your best track?
I was gonna say, was better Daytona or Scorpion?
You gotta think about these things.
I want to rush the answer. What's the name of the song with Michael Jackson?
Don't matter to me?
Exactly.
It's a good song. It might be my favorite song. I'm sorry.
I like it better than Daytona.
I do too, but if I like all 7 of Daytona's songs, but I like 80% of a 25 track, what does that mean? I don't know.
It's still more. You like all 7?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
That shit. That
It's
Daytona's fire.
it's okay for that to be a better album. Like,
I don't think it's a better album now. There's less.
there's more quality content.
He took his best 7 tracks
Seven
and
for
put
seven.
it
Yeah,
there.
he didn't miss any
Yeah.
at bats. He didn't miss.
But
He put Drake's best 7 on Scorpion though.
What? Yeah, you see? But even too, like I
That'd be
remember
hard.
Worst Behavior.
Picking kids.
I hated What? Worst Behavior, I hated that song.
I did too.
I hated that song. Like you couldn't play that shit anywhere. 2 years later.
Oh my
Worse. Like I like that song now. So I don't know. I think his has replayability. Like I could listen to his songs at a different time and like it.
Yeah, but also I think with Drake songs, it depends on because Drake used like 5 different flows on this album, and I think like his songs, depending on what song it is, it depends on where you are and what mood you're in. Like for example, I told you like Can't Take a Joke didn't really hit me at first, right? But if we were in Freehold and I heard that shit for the first time, I probably would have lost my damn mind.
Yeah.
It just depends on where you are and like the mood for the song to hit you. Because like the R&B side today, I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me. You know, outside of like Blue Tent and you know, what's that shit? In My Feelings, that's my song. I was driving to Philly on Saturday, repeat. I said, Risha.
Is it breaking streaming records?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Still
the
got it.
biggest. It has the biggest like opening album, whatever, of 2018. It's crazy. And I don't see anything else really. It's already July.
Yeah, unless
That's
it's album dropping.
Yeah, I can take that T Swift. I don't know.
You know what's hurting my heart?
What?
This is so random. I was thinking about this the other day. I haven't listened to J. Cole's album. And like not a song off of it. 2 weeks.
What a fan.
No, but like you know, but it's like
That issues with your mental.
it made me think about it. It's like yo, I'm probably listening to Drake shit all summer. And
He better than his face, didn't you hear him?
huh?
And he carried it too.
With the square root on top of it.
Nah, but it's like a Drake comparison. It's more like I feel like J. Cole's falling off type thing.
Did you see the two?
Because like his
He
music,
carried it too, he said.
it just made me feel some. I don't know. I just thought about the other day randomly. I want to put that out there.
No, he probably platinum by now.
I'm not saying he ain't selling. When's the last time you listened to his album though?
Don't do that.
I heard it last week.
Don't do that.
I looked at the track list and I was like, I don't know what I want to listen to. And then like I think that hard, then I just go away from stuff.
Now, I love the last two tracks. I love the album, but I always just dive into the first outro. Window Pane, I love that one. And 1985. So I'll dive in once and you know.
Did you like it, Chris?
I don't like J. Cole.
What the fuck?
I wish I liked J.
Alright,
Cole.
little
J-
mom.
No.
Fuck J. Cole.
No, like he went to St. John's, like he's cool. Like was he the first guy signed with Jay-Z?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
Oh, it was Wale. Let's chill out.
Was it?
Another song. God, what they gonna do?
I don't know.
Sorry. Seth Curry just signed to the Blazers.
Oh,
So now they have another small guard.
that's a good transition.
That's another. Sorry, made me think. I just
Where do you guys rank this album so far?
Out of 10?
No, for Drake's discography.
Ooh.
4th.
What's in front?
Geez, Take Care.
Thank you.
Let me think about it. You guys go.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
If your reading this is there, it's like a lot. I do. Can we count? Are we counting with a time to be alive?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. I know we're recording now.
Now, yeah, that one ain't on.
I was threw up.
He's stupid.
Yo.
Oh my god.
All right. What we have so far? We gotta take care of your this.
Views, Thank Me Later. Nothing was the
You
same.
think Views is better than Scorpion?
I'm just naming his album.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
For me.
That's a tough one.
That is
For me.
tough. Really enjoy
I love
Views.
Views.
I know.
Views is one of his most underrated albums.
It
really
People
is.
talk so much shit
So
about that
bad.
album.
Every song.
And I go back and listen, I'm like, what do you not like
So
about this?
much.
Huh.
Every song's it.
Alright, let's do this one. What's Drake's worst album? That might be easiest. Then you can build your way up.
Probably the last one is take Thank Me Later for sure.
No, for me it's What a Time.
Are we counting that? We can't count that.
Alright, just his solo.
Just
stuff?
him.
From including So Far Gone.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, that's included.
Yeah.
I count that as an album, even though it's a
Thank Me
mixtape.
Later. I'll say Thank Me Later is his worst album.
I think I gotta concur. And I really like it, but I gotta concur.
It's like, yeah, it's like we're,
Yeah.
we're
All
splitting
right.
hairs here.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, alright.
I don't know. That's hard to even think
Yeah,
about.
it is.
I've never put
It hurts to
verse
think about
Drake in the same sentence.
See, I know we did this before.
I know.
Yeah.
we
Like,
keep
like a
doing
year
it.
and a half ago, we had a whole board.
How'd it go?
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember, it was a year and a half ago.
The 1
It was like a year ago, yeah.
We got 2
It
albums in that.
It was like
Yeah,
9
it's
months
crazy.
ago then?
No, yeah, no. Whenever the year after Views came out, it's like last April, May-ish.
Yeah, so about over a year ago now.
You gotta dig that
Yeah,
up.
we gotta go back into the records and
Check the
see.
tape.
I'm sure I'll be disappointed in whatever I said.
Wait, so no one listened to the Casanova
Huh?
EP? Oh, y'all from Brooklyn.
I saw a lot of good things about it on Instagram.
Actually, I didn't hear it either, but I
That's funny.
I was listening to that.
I ain't gonna lie, I saw on a couple people's IG stories like, oh, y'all all gassed about this Drake coming out today. Listen to this Casanova. I saw a lot of those, and I was like,
One day I'll get to it.
yeah,
True.
can't lie.
Wait, told you to drop on
Yeah,
the same
word.
day.
You
Drake,
have the
what do you
audacity. You have the audacity to do
On
that.
the same day, what do you
You
expect?
and Troy have now? Dropping music?
That same guy who posted it, go back and look at all his other posts. Would you be a follower of his posts? I don't think so.
I checked it. I remember when Camp drop from Childish Gambino on the same day as Take Care, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I revisited it years later. It's really good. Yeah, so one day.
But you gotta pick and choose your dates properly.
Oh no, I'm in Scorpion mode.
God, imagine
Until further notice.
to release your album that same day, like you decide months in advance, and Drake's like, hey, guess what? Fuck, man.
I push my shit back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Or put it a week before.
Or a new season, because you just not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, you can take what you can get. You never know these days.
What's the best album you heard this year before we transition past music?
Nav's, what's the Nav album?
What the fuck?
I
said now?
Yeah, NAV.
You know this boy didn't even know his own lyrics when he was doing the concert?
I like him. Roll with him.
Really?
I love Nav.
Best album?
Yeah. I love Nav.
Oh my god.
Unapologetic.
Just out here. Your brain fried. This is nonsense.
I love that album.
The one, the album.
There's a brand new one he just dropped.
You said, what? I did not expect that.
Yeah.
The new album with Champion on it.
Yeah, it's like pink and blue.
Okay.
Yeah. It's incredible. Have you listened to it?
I am not.
Do you guys like Nav?
Yeah.
Yeah. He be saying the same stuff over and over.
He does. He does. But like it's his second album, like I'll give it one more, like switch it up. But I like it. I like to listen to it on repeat. Yeah, it's weird. I know.
What was your favorite album this year?
I'm gonna just name some favorites.
Yeah, that'll be a personal moment.
Victory Lap, Daytona, and I really like the Black Panther soundtrack, and of course Scorpion.
Victory Lap.
I was waiting for that. Victory Lap is the best one this year.
That shit really
To
is
me,
fire, yeah, man.
like-
I must say.
I'm not even gonna lie. I listened to that
I was listening to it last year.
daily. Like,
Honcho Jack was that this year? Yeah. Jack Honcho? Actually,
No, that was late last year.
That was
Was it?
December, like around
I was
Christmas.
about to switch.
I mean, I'm
Same
sure.
band,
I'm
same
sure.
band.
So I don't get president at the moment. I gotta
Yeah,
give
but that's-
Scorpion a lot more listens before I just dub it. But I probably will end up dubbing it. Album of the year.
It's gonna be mine.
Probably next episode. I'll probably be like, yo, remember that shit I was saying last week?
Non-stop? Come on, yo.
Wish we had some sound effects. Drop some flex bombs.
I really like J-Rock's album.
Oh yeah.
Yes, alright.
Yeah,
Lord
yeah.
forgive me.
Yeah.
I really
My bad,
I
Jerry.
did as well.
Yeah. My
Did you
bad.
listen to that?
Listen to Redemption.
Listen to it.
Yeah. My bad.
I do like Victory Lap though too.
Ooh,
I know.
Forgive me.
Yeah. That shit is fire.
What else is
Who
going on?
dropped on his
A
day as
Boogie.
well?
Someone else dropped on that day.
What day?
We were
Last
talking.
2 weeks ago?
Oh, Nas.
Who?
Continue with your thought.
Who?
I can interrupt
No.
you.
Cause, oh god. It's not here. Cause Nas dropped that
Oh
day.
yeah.
But everyone was focused on Nas dropping. Like I wasn't, and Kevin was like, "Oh, you listen to J-Rock album," and then I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Nas dropped that day, and the Carters.
Cool.
Did you guys hear the Tiana Taylor?
No.
It's actually really good.
I'm gonna get to it. It's
They have a song, Rose and Harlem. The beat is fire, like Kanye's beats.
I mean, Kanye's beats are always fire.
This is better than the Ye one.
Really?
I like it, but I don't like Daytona.
You don't think Daytona at all?
Not that much.
What's your favorite good music project that came out?
I like Ye, but I think Daytona's better than Ye. Nas, I think, is better than all three of them. As far, but it's like an R&B album.
Kids See Ghost.
I don't really like it.
I still don't understand that.
Did you like that album?
Do you understand it?
No.
You don't?
No. He's like a Deluxe for that first half.
I got to go
I'm
to.
tribal, yo.
Even on weed, I wasn't liking it. It's like, I miss it.
What's that shit called? Oh, Bonnaroo? I have to go there and understand. Because I remember we was at the crib listening to that shit?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
We were trying so hard to be like,
Gotta get some mushrooms for this.
I was trying so hard to be like, ooh, you heard?
Yeah, you couldn't find a bop on that. Yeah, that's not 2K music kids.
But I ain't gonna lie though, I like Nas's album. I will put that out there.
It's good.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
If Kanye didn't touch it, I don't know what would happen.
I mean, it would have got way less spins if Kanye didn't touch it. Wouldn't be touching my ears, I know that.
But music has been good so far. This is the first half. J. Cole is good too.
Yeah,
KOD is good.
KOD's good.
I'm revisited one day.
Who else is dropping? It's supposed to drop in the
Oh,
second
Tesla.
half.
Y'all didn't like ASAP Rocky's album? Alright, cool.
It was,
You get the one.
it was cool. I mean, I like Praise the Lord. That's
Yeah, he did give us
song,
that, yeah.
banger.
He gave us that.
You would like that song.
You ever heard it yet?
No.
Listen to it. ASAP Rocky and Skepta. Praise the Lord.
Skepta.
That song
Yeah,
is
see?
fire.
I love Skepta.
That song is fire.
You know he's dating Naomi Campbell?
Who?
Skepta?
Up to him.
Makes sense. We're both English.
God bless.
They're both yeah, they're like in a magazine spread. Like
He doing that. Get some buzz. He'll be out.
What rapper produces the most quality content? Like the most content that's like they flood the market, but it's all pretty decent. Young Thug?
Who?
No.
Who would you say?
Drake.
No,
that question was for him. Like,
Even said it. He's the best return on investment.
What?
I feel like there are guys who produce, like even Future produces more tracks than Drake.
What?
Yeah, more. You said quality has to match quantity, no?
I haven't listened to a good Future track in a long time.
Hey, listen to Superfly.
Alright, that's fair. I haven't, so that's fair.
Listen to
That's fair.
Superfly.
Okay, but outside of that,
Okay, you're right.
I don't know what's going on with him.
Alright, so you could say Drake number one.
Huh?
Drake number one. Name like 2 and 3. Cause then
50
it's
Cent? Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. He said. How was on last
I thought he was joking.
night? I was joking.
Oh, man.
Currently, Young Thug hasn't been dropping that much
Nah.
lately. I don't even know who's been flooding. Give me a time span.
No one's really been flooded.
last 3 years.
After Drake and oh yeah, Future or Young Thug.
Yeah.
Future dropped what, 8 things in like the last 3 years?
Yeah. He was going ham.
You know, 2 albums last. When was March Madness?
March Madness.
2016.
Future?
Yeah.
2015.
Didn't you drop like 3 mixtapes that year?
March
alone?
Madness, Monster.
When was DS2?
2015.
15?
I think.
God
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stick talk. Ooh.
Then he did Evolve. Then
Oh,
he did,
yeah.
he did the Purple Rain mixtape.
Jesus.
He did the mixtape with Gucci.
Oh,
Yo,
Slime. Yeah, he really coming for Drake. I forgot how he did.
It's a lot.
Right, that is a lot.
He's
Now look
And them
at
2 albums from last year.
look like he ran out of juice.
And Superfly. That is a lot. Jesus. That's like almost double with Drake.
This is mad random, but whatever happened to Rick Ross?
chilling.
He in Superfly they use his house as like part of the scene.
I heard a song on Superfly. It was actually pretty
It's
good.
pretty good too.
He has a
He's
song
good.
out called Gucci Bears or some
Yeah,
shit.
green Gucci light, green light.
Oh, okay. See, something like that.
I like Ross. Ross was good.
Ross
I haven't heard of him in a long
It's
time.
like a timeless sound. I
Yeah.
can't sound good when he's
I
60.
agree. Yeah.
Like luxury rap.
Exactly.
Who was really killing the game before Drake just dropped Scorpion?
This year,
Yep.
J. Cole.
Post Malone. No.
He's killing it.
Post Malone is killing
He's
it.
been the most successful, but like in terms of
Yeah.
hip hop,
Actually, Post Malone.
Tekashi?
improv. No, Cardi B.
I liked it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Cardi B.
She's
Yeah.
been getting the most buzz. I'm just saying in terms of buzz and
Yeah,
success.
yeah.
She's got another #1.
Which I think Nicki gonna do whenever she come out.
Oh,
Chun-Li.
that ain't for me.
Chun-Li and the boys and girls.
That's not for me.
Queen.
So she went off on. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be below her previous outings.
She ain't dropped out in 4 years.
I don't think it's gonna be good. She's not gonna like this. I don't think. She just went off on that a fan because the fan asked her to mature her content, and she went the fuck off. You hating ass. She went off. Yeah.
What setting was this in? Was this like a?
It's a DM. No, it's a DM. No, the fan tweeted it.
Oh,
Just when we get out of here, just search on Twitter, Nicki Minaj DM.
I would tell her stop reading your Twitter. It's like
If that triggers you,
But when you get to that point though, as a musician,
yeah,
that means you see that something's wrong, something's off.
that's what because she really, it's not like she was dissing the fans. She put it really eloquent, like, you're almost 40 to fans. I don't know if that's true, but we like
She 35.
content and like rap about this instead of XYZ.
So that Barbie shit,
She
dang.
ain't take it well. She must have hated today.
Maybe it was Safari out here putting out all the heat.
That ain't for me.
Yeah,
Who else is dropping this year for
Is
real?
he?
Is he dropping?
I thought he was.
They said they previewed songs, but then his label said
Who is he signed to?
Is it Columbia or Atlantic?
I'll tell you.
I know drama's associated with him. Can't
He's
say
a
that.
Yeah, he's a drama.
He's a funk singer.
Anything else in the latter half of the year that I needed?
He signed to Atlantic.
I'm hoping Big Sean drops.
Oh yeah, word. Wiz Khalifa dropping in
Wiz
2
Khalifa
weeks.
dropping, yeah. Rolling Papers too.
What song has he dropped off of it?
I don't know, but the song
He recently dropped one actually last weekend. It was like under Drake's.
Oh, the single.
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Was it good?
I didn't Drake.
He coming out too?
wrong week.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Wiz.
I think
Cosmo.
I'll check that out.
He puts out great content. Like he has a show on YouTube called Day to Day, and he really gives an interesting perspective. You can like pretty much follow him throughout his career. He hasn't changed. He's very authentic to who he is. Like, he's the same stoner he was before pop was super legal, like, or illegal, I should say. And he's just like he's always had hits, and he like works with everybody. He also puts out a lot of content too. Actually.
He does. And you know what's funny? He puts out so many mixtapes that I feel like a lot of his songs, the good songs on those mixtapes, get like underplayed.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Because
sure.
I found some gems, and I'm like,
That's why the YouTube show is great because they'll play his
Ooh,
music.
yeah.
They'll play his music during the video. You're like, oh shit, what is that? And you just go check it, and it's like a perfect way to like, you know, you're doing two things at once almost. Yeah, he's huge. He's actually probably top 5 right now in terms of sales. I would say. No.
Say in hip hop? I
Yeah.
don't know.
like all time.
Just current. He's up there.
I mean, he does sell.
He does.
His
Cause he has like also like
His albums don't really sell that much.
yeah, but he has like those hits. If what was the one he did with Charlie Puth?
Oh yeah, that
that's
Fast and
like-
Furious.
That one is
That broke records.
Billions.
Yeah.
That one broke records.
Yeah.
It broke my tear ducts.
Yeah. So
Rest easy.
Yes. But yeah, I think
he's up there.
I don't know who else was
After him, hopefully Big Sean does drop. Yeah, I don't know who else I'm really looking forward to. Everybody named Mother drop.
This year.
They had to get up before the summertime.
That's a fact.
Travis Scott, is he supposed to?
Oh yeah, he is dropping
This year?
Yeah, he said it's been taking so long because every song is 10 times harder than Astro. Astro Roll, is this one coming up? Or he said
He's crazy. I love him. He released a mini documentary with I think it was the last album, and you can see his creative process, and he's I think the closest thing to Kanye that's out there right now in terms of like quality of music, but how he like works on an album because he learned from him. He basically they're just he's you know the next thing. But I'm very excited for his because he's another one. His last 3 albums have been for me from start to ending incredible music. He's my favorite artist ever right now.
Yeah.
Well, you
Okay.
you can't say my favorite artist ever.
I can right now. Yeah, I like him more than Drake.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's his own.
Yeah, I love Travis Scott because you know what, he mixes rock and roll with rap. And as a kid, my dad played rock and roll. I didn't really like it, but I was like, whatever. Like I saw, it gives me like, it lets me do that, but like with hip hop. Yeah, because if you ever go to one of his concerts, the fans have never seen anything like that. They're nuts.
That's great.
They're nuts. Even Drake. Why do you think Drake jumped into the mosh pit when Travis Scott was on? There's like a famous YouTube video of Drake like trying to like enjoy a Travis Scott concert because he's at that level.
Shit. That's that meme.
Yeah, there are very few artists that Drake will jump into the crowd to like watch perform, and Travis Scott's one of them. So, yeah, I'll stand with that as my favorite.
We forgot Chance
Chance.
and Childish are releasing their songs.
I saw Chance he did an interview. He mentioned that they did like 7 or so tracks already. He said he gonna do his first solo album. He said the other 3 were mixtapes. And he said he's doing one of them Kanye 7 tracks. I hate when artists do this. When they mention the 3 and we're not gonna get it.
And we're not gonna get nothing.
I hate when they do that.
Just release it. Don't talk about it.
Exactly.
But I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
NYG.
Wait, when was Color Book?
2016.
2 years ago.
No, 2016.
Was it early 2016?
That was the Views Pablo year.
Oh.
I forgot when. I think it was in the middle of those 2, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might have been May, actually. Was that
Just after Views?
Yeah, it might have been. That shit was fire.
Do you like Chance?
Yeah.
You right, May 2016. So 2 years ago.
You on the clock?
Yeah. But.
Something from Young Thug would be nice.
Would be
That
nice.
would be nice too. But yeah.
Let's talk about this basketball.
I've been waiting.
Take this alley-oop.
Yeah, he was just
Dunk it. Dunk it.
He said, I gotta tell him what to talk
He did a
about.
finger roll.
Let's talk about this basketball. Chris would be like, yeah, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson to the Lakers.
Yeah.
We can't start there.
We can't, yeah.
We gotta start with the big fish. LeBron James.
Oh,
You say, yeah, you know what?
Yes, I did.
LeBron,
I saw everyone post a picture with him slam dunking in the Lakers jersey.
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Where were you?
He was just, he's, you know what's funny is because like, he's just like, he's not choosing, I mean, you could say that you could make the argument he's not choosing to win and he's not getting the critical reception that he did in the past when he went to like, he got more flack for going to places to win. And this is the one time he's choosing a place just for lifestyle and obviously legacy, but you know, they're not the best team that he could have signed with. It shows a lot of maturity. It shows that he's like diluting the outside noise and he's doing what he wants to do. And I respect that because that's exactly what I would do. I don't care what everybody else wants me to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. If I want to live in LA and like spend $154 million in 4 years, I'm gonna do that instead of going to Philadelphia. You know, I have nothing else to prove except make myself happy.
Where do you think he was gonna go?
That's a great question. I thought the best move for him was to like resurrect Philadelphia. It was just been fun to watch. But I kind of thought he was going to the Lakers. All the little cards seemed aligned, and it just like everybody was accepting it, and I saw that. That's kind of what happened is what I saw. Now, what is built around him is actually more of an intrigue. Because I don't know what the hell they're going to do there.
Yo, I saw a tweet today where someone was like, Magic Johnson did his best to get LeBron James there, and then proceeded to show that he's one of the worst GMs in the NBA.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope,
Rondo.
Rajon Rondo. I'm looking at some of these contracts and I'm like, granted, all these people on one year deals, but it's just like, why?
They were looking at Tyreek Evans. Actually, he had a very
That would have been a good pickup, though.
It's
But you
interesting.
picked 2 guards who can't shoot.
Yeah, and don't forget Luau Deng is sitting on their books for another 2 years at like $18 million. Like that is the worst contract. I think that'll be in the next piece. They'll probably move him with a pick and something for the cap relief. But I think he will be gone, and whoever brings him in will be like the Robin to LeBron.
I pray that they're signing some of these athletes just for assets to like trade for Kawhi or something. Because I don't know what else.
I mean, the Lakers are so like lucky because like they don't have to like they I'm sure they spoke with LeBron like, listen, like you might have to wait a year because like no matter what, Kawhi will be on the Lakers because he's already said it. It's like that's where I want to be. So why would any other team trade for him and like risk losing him after a year? Like you're not gonna give up your core picks for guys you rent him for a year. Even though OKC did it with Paul George.
I think Kawhi different. I think he means
Yeah.
But that's true.
It's also like, it's been what, 24 hours since free agency started, and the Lakers have spent, I don't know what kind of cap they on. Because they just giving everyone money.
Yeah, they're not bad actually. They have
27 million. They did not.
And then
Rondo, 2.3 for JaVale, 4.5 for Lance.
Yeah, the only one they have on the books are the rookies and Luau Deng. That's it. They got everybody off, which is crazy.
So why rush and sign these
That's
players
what I'm
in particular
saying.
though? Like why rush? to sign these
Because,
players.
because you don't want him to be on a team that tanks, because like
No. I meant
It's
like
the second day.
no, I mean like you can sign them.
Yeah.
But like why like the
Now.
first and second day? Like you need a they sound like they were hot commodities.
well,
Like,
it's the NBA free agency. Like they are kind of like they have offers. Like they're the offer they got the offer. They all took one.
And JaVale McGee go.
Go.
that's a fact. Oh, you don't want to wait? Alright.
Go.
No, because like then what do you surround LeBron with, right? Like it's a
Just
double-edged
other free
sword.
agents.
Name one.
I didn't even know that JaVale McGee. I didn't know the free agent until he
Well,
got signed.
that's the worst example. I'm talking about like Caldwell Pope, Rondo, like those are
That
guys
was a clutch sport.
I get that.
you know, like
30 million in 2 years.
yeah.
That'd be Bron's
Bless
friend, yeah.
J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson. They ain't complaining.
Larry Hughes. Don't ever forget about Larry Hughes. Got his like big deal to be like the helper of LeBron when he was drafted in the Cavaliers. It's crazy.
You gotta stay around LeBron.
Yeah.
You make some money.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just feel like they're doing the best with what they have. Because like it's
Nah, I do not agree. I got to look at the free. Can you plug up a free
Yeah.
agency list?
Derek, well, let me see. People got
This
signed.
is the second day.
and then you also have to give
They
guys
go to the
deals.
cap like they're on the top
You
of
gotta
the
think about this, right? Also, I just saw Steph Curry got signed to the Blazers. They could have used Steph Curry in the Lakers.
He probably wanted a multi-year deal. Like you have to get the perfect
That's
opportunity of somebody who's willing to take a pay cut. Think about
He got a
all the guys you
2-year deal.
mentioned. Yeah, but like that's still more than a 1 year deal. Like it's
Yeah, they want to keep the cap free for next.
yeah, you want to be able to sign your max free agent after this season.
Yeah, second year is a player option. He probably
Yeah.
opted in. But he's a shooter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like it's perfect, but I'm saying they're doing very good with what they have. Like considering like the free agent class, no premier free agents. I mean, this is a very rare example. Reach the market very rarely. Usually get locked up.
Melo negotiate your buyout. Chris Bosh talking about coming back, do that, because he needs help.
Chris Paul, is he signed with the Rockets?
Yeah, 4 years, 160 million.
Exactly.
They're gonna be weeping on that contract.
See, I bet the Lakers offered him a 1 year deal, and he was like, "No, I'm good, thank you."
Boy, hamstring gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
I don't think I guess he's right.
How good do you think they're gonna be? Well, actually, you think this is the team as it is that's gonna enter the season?
No. I think that you have a piece in Luol Deng, a pick, and you have a lot of young talent to work with. I feel like you can definitely roll the dice and get somebody, and then either get Kawhi in a free agency or get something Boogie or something. But I definitely don't think this is it. I think these are the pieces that you get to like make other moves for sure. Because now like you can technically say you can trade Lonzo Ball and you have somebody there to like back him up, or replace him. You know.
I pray this is
I mean, who knows? And like the key is they're not giving anybody multi-year deals because they need that space for next year. Like, and I think LeBron understands that. He's like he'll do the best with what he's got. He's not gonna complain.
He's supposed to be 34 years old.
Yeah, but he looks the best he's ever looked. He's like getting better.
Yeah, but realistically, when he has like 2-3 years,
I
max
don't.
like that.
He's like he breaks the barriers of what's realistic. Like I think
He can't go be 38 out here, boy.
Yeah, but he should already have fallen. So
Yeah.
you could be right. This could be a season where he falters, or he could just go for like another
but
5.
you don't
I don't
act.
think he's gonna falter. I'm just saying, also being that it is late in his career,
Yeah.
you don't want to risk these kind of seasons where he has to put out maximum effort just to compete because he can't go there and they just be a bad team.
No.
Team better than the Cavs.
Yeah.
But they're in the West.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah, I definitely think they need one more piece.
They're a playoff team.
Of course, because of LeBron, but I'm saying you don't want to force him to have to exert maximum effort.
Yeah.
Like on the Cavs, he gave his all, and I'm sure that took some time off of his playing career.
Without question.
Yeah, but if you like, I mean,
What should have been PG?
He also in LA though, you get a lot of time to relax.
I don't.
Lead the
I
way.
mean, it just
He got cornrows and lost his damn
it doesn't make sense. But like, then you have to believe the rumors, and that's that he's very impressionable. Like that's what everybody's saying on like Fox and ESPN, and like that has to be the case because there's no actual logic, any direction that you go with it. Like even like if you want to do team, it just doesn't make sense. It's weird.
Even the time frame that he signed for.
And then he's like
He signed for 3,
years.
all he had to do was sign for 2 and have a third-year player option, and then he would get 10 years in the league and got the max.
Yeah, I question his like intelligence. and his representation. I was following him on that like journey on ESPN, my journey in free agency. It's like a really cool like mini series. He followed Paul George through like the whole like free agency process.
He didn't deserve that.
Well, his agent showed face, and he better hope that like they bury that video because like it's one of the worst deals in sports I've ever seen. It's just weird.
It does not make any sense.
Weird. It's weird. I mean, unless he wasn't getting offers.
Unfinished business. Did the
He
Lakers
didn't get
clearly
offers.
wanted him?
I think so.
Unfinished
Instead of him doing the 2 and it's the 2 years and the 3-year player option, like that would have been to his best benefit. He did 3 years with a 4th-year player option, and that 3 years lines up with Russell Westbrook's contract, which is
It's weird.
he really tied. What they say? Tie your don't hit your band in one wagon, some shit like that.
Well, he put his prime in Russell Westbrook's hands.
Is he what 32 when his contract is up?
Yeah.
Russ in OKC over LeBron in LA.
Cornfields,
It's weird.
ugly women.
Unfinished business? You lost to the Jazz? Unfinished business? He said that on stage.
This is about
Smoking cigars?
This is about as outlandish as he said playoff P. He obviously has no sense of
Like
reality.
8 points in their closeout game.
Imagine they're dating.
Chill, that'll be some wild shit. That'll be some wild shit.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Who else? Julius Randle signed to.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Oh, he signed?
Yeah,
Wow.
2 years, 18 mil. Supposedly,
Weird.
Anthony Davis was tenacious, and that's what, and I quote tenacious, in pursuing him.
Alright, AD.
And then you see Nerlens Noel signed for $1 million.
That makes no sense.
Well, what's crazy is that man had a $70 million deal on the table from the Mavs, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna test." I don't know. Why do you know the specifics of it? But let's just say he didn't sign for $70 million. He signed for $1 million, I think, in early cases.
Yeah, it's
with a player option.
yeah, 1 year and then the 2nd year player option.
God.
But what, I don't even think he fits in OKC.
Who does?
No, like realistically though, like they have Steven Adams, you have Jeremy Grant who basically plays like in the front court, back up. I guess he could replace Nick Collison on the floor. But real talk, like the way the game is now, you got basically 2 centers who can't really score or do anything. I guess it works for Russell Westbrook just on a pick and roll, but like that game plan is tired.
Yeah.
And you got Melo.
Is he a free agent?
No, he
No,
opted in.
Of course he did.
He couldn't negotiate a buyout.
That's Kev's favorite player.
No, it's not. Like, he need to go to greener pasture.
Arguably, Kev.
Yo, that's college days. We grown now. That shit been long sailed and got.
I would like to see Boogie on the Lakers.
Something else gotta be coming.
Take the
Yeah.
chance.
I don't
He had
know
a
if he'll come
bad
back,
injury.
though.
He had a bad injury. That Achilles does not what you want a 7-foot man. But if it worked out, if he comes back and he's just what he was,
Some of that brawn powder on him.
wow.
If I think the Pelicans are gonna give him a decent contract, like I think they'll match
Oh,
whatever.
for sure. They have to. You
Yeah.
have to, like, when you're in a market like that, you have to, like, the only thing you can give is more money. You can't give him a better lifestyle. Like, you can't get, so they're going to throw him a max deal.
Keep AD happy.
I don't understand how OKC keeps getting all these players.
And giving them away.
Like Paul George is like the first one to be like, yeah, I want to stay in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I think I was reading an article. Sam Press was like, "Scared money don't make no money." The same organization that let James Harden go for $4 million.
$4 million
Scared
total.
money. Don't
Not a
This
season.
nigga is
Total. $4 million total over cumulative over the life of the contract. Not $4 million more a year. He wanted $4 million cumulative over the life of the contract. He told him no.
That's
But
crazy.
you see how life happens though?
Two.
Because now he like what $237 million
Yes,
extension or
yes.
something crazy.
He has the weirdest, like, the biggest, it's one of the biggest, I think.
Because they keep extending it. Pause. But like literally every single time like, he's eligible for an extension, they give it to him. They love him, which is crazy.
Yeah, if you have...
That's keeping your star happy.
Yeah, if you have James Harden on your team, you give him everything.
Oh yeah, he's worth it.
He's worth it. I don't know if he wins a ring,
No.
but
So,
he's worth it. He's definitely worth, like...
Chris Paul not gonna hold up.
I
feel bad for him.
Clint Capella's a
You got
restricted
money.
free agent, by the way. Watch out for that. Because
Who's gonna match though?
They probably will match it.
No, I'm sorry. Who's gonna make the offer to make that?
They should make a crazy offer.
Anybody with cap space, I would draw the price up.
Yeah.
I'd make it a max deal.
Oh yeah, word.
Did you fuck up
But the problem is, what if they decline it?
Hey,
You
you got
you 24?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd give Clint
Yeah.
Capella max money though. That's the thing about
Brooklyn
it.
might
Yeah.
offer.
Yeah, for sure.
but he gonna be trash on Brooklyn.
I said this a year ago. I'll be honest with all of you, all three of you. I said I was a Brooklyn Nets fan. I was no longer a Knicks fan. I was so fed up. I just had it, and I like have to keep bringing it up because I said it. I'm gonna stick with it. Like that's my team right now. Because like until the Knicks prove me otherwise, I'm not giving them my heart. I can't do it. The highs and lows of the Knicks. It's not something I enjoy.
Give him a year. Getting something marquee next summer.
Okay.
I'll never leave the Knicks,
Yeah.
but I check out mentally on them. Like so, nothing that ever happened surprised me. I don't get upset anymore when I hear things about that. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, we still suck. Cool.
But
What's
I-
LeBron doing?
Yeah, but I can't call myself a Knicks fan.
I don't know.
Hopefully, by the time LeBron retires, the Knicks will be decent. Cause I gotta find someone else to go to. That's gonna be
Yeah,
depressing.
they gotta get at least average.
I got no one to cheer for.
Oh.
It's gonna be interesting. It's just gonna be weird seeing him in the West. It's gonna be weird seeing him in purple and gold. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy it. And like, actually, I was saying to my colleague at work, my bucket list now is to see LeBron play at the Staples Center. I think that's like a really cool. I've seen him play in the Garden for a different team, but I would like to see him. I want to go experience him.
Good luck on your savings account.
That's why it's a bucket list.
But I was telling Cam though, I was like, the worst part about that move though is I'm gonna miss a lot of his games.
Yeah.
Cause the West Coast games don't start till 10:30.
No, I'm gonna stay up.
Listen,
It's crazy. He's gonna get me to stay up. Think about that.
I'm not staying for some of the games,
like,
but not all.
He
they
like
play in the Bucks.
he like they like performing in front of an audience every night. He'll have like he'll be like wooing the who's who of the world. Like he likes that and like he'll perform better. I think he's really gonna have an amazing couple of years.
I love that. Like, oh.
Yeah, it's addictive. Like
What a game at the Staples Center with LeBron playing.
yeah.
God,
But imagine experiencing that though, like courtside.
Oh my god, opening
You
night.
just look around, you're gonna see a who's who. Jack,
Yeah.
Denzel,
Yeah.
Leo,
Jay, Lil Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like a golden era of Lakers basketball. I think him alone will bring that. Whether they're good or not, he's gonna have a lot of fun. Plus, it's his final year. He's gonna enjoy it. Like he's gonna be more open. Hopefully, he's gonna be more like inclusive. There'll probably be a cool documentary series. It's just gonna produce a lot of cool content.
This is why the Knicks have to be good though. It's always
Yeah,
good
great
when the two large markets are doing well, but the
Imagine
Knicks,
Kyrie versus him, West Coast, East Coast.
they would have
I'm feeding into that.
They would
I think he wants New York. I think Kyrie doesn't want New York. I'm feeding into that. I'm getting my hopes up.
Man,
Yeah,
we do have what's his face, Joe Noah. So
stop it. I want to go to LA now.
yeah, me too.
No, I mean like that. I just like want to go. Like,
Yeah, sign me, LA.
yeah.
We should pause the podcast and like restart it after like flying to LA.
And we're back. We did it.
That'd be amazing. But it's gonna be an interesting year. That in terms of free agents, or is there anybody else we're waiting to hear from? Big?
Boogie.
Is he a free agent?
Yep.
Unrestricted?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. Interesting. I thought he was
Boogie, Clint Capella, Isaiah
Thomas
Thomas,
signed.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, signed with Orlando.
That's crazy. He got
For cheap, too.
$84 million.
So cheap.
Yeah. Is that the max you can make?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I want to be a basketball player. They get paid, man. They get salary wise. I think they're the highest paid in all of sports now. They're crazy. Like
More than baseball?
the new deals, yeah.
Baseball players have longer terms on
They
their
do.
contracts.
That's
like
changing.
10 years.
It's changing, but like they're the next competitor. But the thing about basketball is that they can match what they make in salary with endorsements, whereas baseball you have no shot.
But nowadays, over the life of your basketball career, you can make way more.
Oh
If you think about it, if you play like LeBron played it
Mhm.
and constantly opt out when the cap is resetting.
Oh yeah.
Like LeBron's about to average like 38.4 million over the life of this contract.
Yeah.
That's average, and the last year I think it's like 45 million.
Yeah, and you could say James Harden has done it better. Like I think if you look at their career earnings, like if you match them up, I think James Harden is even like beating LeBron. Like there are ways to like do it and like make a ton.
And LeBron's getting like 50 mil a year in endorsements, I think.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Yeah. And then you like look at a player like what's one I look at and laugh. It's like Mike Conley. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's making like $30 million.
I don't give a fuck what no one said about me if I was Mike Conley.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Nothing.
He's on a yacht somewhere with a cigar in his mouth. He's fine.
Losing every year. And that'd be me, nonchalant as hell.
What?
Every summer. Feet kicked up. You guys got anything to add?
Thank you for having me.
Of course,
This is a lot of
man.
fun.
Thank you for coming.
No, this is I love doing this. Anytime you need to come back, always here.
Alright, we'll bring you back in 3 years or so.
Sounds like a plan.
Nah, thank you for coming for real
Of
though.
course.
So much happened this week. As always, guys, thank you for supporting the podcast. Thank you. Make sure you rate, share, subscribe. Check out the full-length YouTube videos on our YouTube page. What else? Did I hit them all?
Yeah, Pippa, SoundCloud.
Yeah, Pippa, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Just keep supporting.
YouTube.
Yeah. Until next time, it's cooling out.
Stay cool.
That's fun.
Scorpion. I still don't get that sassy ass.